Your thoughts on what we could get later and how important it is, to what extent it is important for this business.
Hey, good morning. It's hard to say what specifically may be announced at the event. There's definitely been some chatter out there about the potential for up to 8 new smart home devices that interoperate with Alexa. It could include some tweaks to Echo devices and Fire TV as well. Either way, we think the key takeaway here is that the focus for Amazon appears to be just finding more ways to become more ingrained in consumers' daily life. And that's really been going on for a while, with various services being added to Prime subscription, and also with Amazon getting into new categories like grocery and potentially pharmaceuticals. But I would just say increasingly the company's looking to do that with Alexa-based products in the consumer's home as well.
So, Mike, that's what I was going to ask you, basically, and we had this discussion on this program maybe about a week ago, whether Amazon is the optimal call, the optimal option call on future consumer spending. Is it?
Yeah, I think it could be. I just think, they're going to become a larger fabric of our lives in many different ways. And as I mentioned, they've done that with a lot of different services. Prime used to be about free shipping, and now it's about video consumption and storing your photos and reading books online and all kinds of different things. So there's a lot of different things that they're doing, and in addition to that, they're adding all these new categories. So I would say one thing, from a competitive standpoint, if I was a competitor in any of those markets and in kind of the crosshairs of what Amazon's looking at, I would be nervous, just because not only do we have this huge profit pool of AWS profits, but increasingly we're going to have more profits from advertising coming as well.
So what are the limitations, Mike? We've seen the headlines, 3,000 cashierless stores by 2021. Where are the limitations for Mr. Bezos and this company?
Well, the limitations are whatever length of leash investors are willing to give Amazon. And in particular, we've seen in the past that margins are less important if growth or the promise of future growth is there. So I think the limitations are hard to define, because I think it all comes down to what sentiment is related to investors feeling and Amazon's ability to grow into these new categories.